Hey folks, Crazy Collaborator here again, and this time we're going to look at a game called Gain Ground, and this was created by Sega in 1988 on the Sega System 24 hardware, and this was also ported to the Sega Genesis and I think other home platforms, but this is a fixed screen gauntlet type of game in which you just try to head for the exit. You can play up to 3 players simultaneous play, or you can just play 1 player, and you can have multiple characters you can choose from to play at one time. And I'd never seen this in arcades. I don't like it. It's not a good game. Your characters are way too damn slow. It's because it's on a fixed screen that your character is so damn tiny. But yeah, they can't move very fast at all. The goal is basically just get to the exit. Along the way, you can rescue captured people, and those can join, or they could be selectable later on. There are a total of 20 characters you can play as, and we'll look at all of them a little bit later. But they will appear as little people sitting there, and somebody just collected one of them. And if you get killed, you become a hostage or whatever sitting there on the ground. And then the next player that you play as, you can go back and collect that character that just died. But yeah, you start the game with 3 characters. If the leading character is killed, they become a captive. And we'll get started here. But yeah, this game is painfully slow. There are the 3 characters you can choose from, and they are Athra, Betty, and Johnny. And there are 2 weapons, so you move so slow and you have to get right in the teeth of the enemy's fire. They're shooting spears or arrows like crazy. But you can't get too close or you will get killed. There is a regular weapon, and this is Athra here, and their regular weapon is a spear, but the secondary button lets you chuck a spear high, and you might be able to get enemies like on higher ledges. If you are able to kill all the enemies, you don't need to reach the exit. In fact, you will get a nice big bonus, and there is 1 character I collected. I think not only, or sometimes, that character you collect you might already have, and so you won't get an extra character, and that's kind of stupid. I'm not a fan of this game. I haven't played the Genesis one, so maybe that's better than the arcade version, I don't know, but I don't like this version. See, these guys are just chucking spears or arrows like crazy. It's hard to get them this way. Well, I got 1 guy. But there are certainly other enemies, or excuse me, there are certainly other characters that are much better suited for this level than the guy I've got right now. Athra's actually, for a big guy, he's not slow. He's faster than Betty, I believe. But yeah, if you can find a way to clear a level instead of having to just reach the exit, do so. You get a nice bonus, and it gets bigger and bigger for each consecutive level you beat that way. There are a total of 40 levels. And now I chose Betty. Betty has a nice bomb she can chuck. And with the secondary button, sometimes you can fire that secondary weapon left or right. And sometimes you can only throw it upwards. You know, when you press the button, you automatically fire it upwards. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to beat this level because the characters I have cannot pick off the enemies on the walls way up there. And now when you head for the exit, these guys run after you from behind. Yeah, it really sucks. The enemies, or the allies that you have to choose from that can pick off the enemies on the wall, I haven't been able to get that type of ally yet. You should be able to have more than just 3 allies to start. I think there should be more characters you can choose from. See, I didn't get a nice big bonus for killing all the enemies on the level. But yeah, there are 40 levels to play, and at the 10th, every 10th level, you will face a boss, and they're pretty much impossible. But yeah, some of the characters are actually kind of awesome, and you have these guys that have difficult patterns to discern later on in the game. Whoa, those arrows fly far. Screw this, I'm heading for the exit. There we go. But yeah, once you reach the exit with a character, any other characters you have left, you need to guide them to the exit too. Now, as long as you have one character left, at least you can advance to the next level. If the others die, as long as one made it to the exit. But yeah, I'm not a fan of this game at all. I did not play it in the arcades, did not see it in the arcades. We're going to use Betty and her bombs. I'm able to pick off the guys on these walls with her bombs. There we go. But yeah, there will eventually be these giant statues that can shoot fireballs at you, and they are a pain in the butt. And I think we might be back to Athra, or Athra. But yeah, other enemies later on will be able to, like, use pistols or shotguns. One guy even has like a spread bazooka, and it's freaking awesome. He can take out multiple enemies at once. Some of the enemies will be able to throw axes and stuff at you. Later on, it's positively impossible, it looks like, to clear because of all the enemy firepower at once. There is there's another captive I can pick up. Now, the story goes that this is set in the future. It's a future fighting simulation program that has gone wrong, and the computers that make the simulation have gotten some captive humans, and you have to go rescue them, and the computers will be set right at the end. Now, you can only pick up one character at a time, or one captive at a time with one character. Some characters have really long firepower. I mean, it can travel really far across the screen. God, these guys have such long flying arrows. If you get up close to the wall, they might not be able to hit you, and you can maybe lob a bomb just in time to kill them. But I think when you get close to the wall, that door at least, then it will bust open, and these enemies will have a crack at you. There, I got one captive there. You are timed, and if you run out of time, you I think if you run out of time, then you might have to spend a continue. And there, I died. I'm gonna use who is this, Johnny? Yeah, I've already got a captive, so I can't collect that other one. No, this is Betty. The characters are so damn small, you can't tell who they are. And they're so frickin' slow. God damn it. There's just such unfair disadvantages that you have going into the levels. And now all these guys are gonna chuck a bajillion frickin' axes at me. Screw you guys. So I have to spend a continue here. I really don't like this game. But yeah, there are a total of 20 different characters you can play as, and we will look at all of them and what they can do. But yeah, you have two buttons. One for your regular shot that you can shoot left, right, up, down, wherever. And then the second one is a special weapon, and that can be fired in all directions. Maybe it can only be fired up or down. Or I mean, straight up. Now we'll go to stage 7. And we'll play as Johnny. But yeah, the characters are known as Athra, Betty, Johnny, Cyber, Fire Knight, Gascon, General, Glow Knight, Honey, Kid, Co, Mam, Mars, Mud Puppy, Professor, Robby, Valkyrie, Verbal, Water Knight, and Zaemon. And yeah, you'll see the captives. You pick them up, and you might be able to play as them on the next level. And if you can't select new guys, then that's probably because they were copies of ones that you already have. And now, on this level, we see a statue, and you have to hit it multiple times to destroy it. You don't have to kill it, you can get to the exit, but it takes so many hits, and in the meantime, it's spewing fireballs at you. We're just gonna scoot forward. I think eventually I put on infinite, invincibility or something. Yeah, I got toasted. We'll see me kill those later on. But yeah, if you kill it, you get some nice points, but you don't have to, unless it's a boss. And again, the bosses are on every 10th level. Level 10, level 20, level 30, and level 40. And I think I chose not to continue here. But yeah, this is not a good game, I don't think. Like I said, the Sega Genesis one might be better, that port. But, yeah, there is a nice special bonus for killing all the enemies if you can do that. And now this is the 10th level. And we're just gonna see me, yeah, I put on invincibility, we'll see me destroy a statue. And I'm using Betty and chucking the bombs at him. And eventually he'll be destroyed, but yeah, there we go. And then we'll have destroyed all 4 of those statues, and then we got this crab type of monster at the top that we have to destroy. Yeah, I don't care for this game at all. All your characters are too slow. Some of them are painfully slow, and they just cannot get out of the way of arrows and axes or whatever else are flying at you. But yeah, we will see at least parts of the rest of the game. And then here is level 11. And a snippet of level 14 here. Just looking at... and this is a different character that can fire whirlwinds. Like I said, there's one character that has an awesome, like, spread bazooka or something. And that really kicks ass. And then on this level, it's weird. You have to touch these coverings of these walls in order to unveil the enemies that you need to destroy in order to get the special bonus. And then later on, we've got these blob things. And the game really is pretty crappy. And then we've got these wizard things that shoot fireballs and they teleport around the room. And then here's another boss. And there's my, that guy, his name is Kid, and he fires a spread bazooka, and he's dressed kind of like, he looks kind of like Joker from Full Metal Jacket, and his helmet actually says, I think, Born to Kill. Yeah, this was not a good game. I was really disappointed. It's just unfair. And like I said, you're too slow. And really, they should make more guys available at the beginning, because you really could use some of the guys' abilities early on that you don't get. And that's the end of that boss. And then I think this is the boss of level 30. And it's a couple of guys with bladed hands. Just use our invincibility to our full advantage and just toast these bastards. You just get pelted with firepower. It's just totally unfair. And then here's level. This is round 4 here, stage 1. But yeah, every 10th level you have to face a boss. And this is the final boss. And these walls you can touch, they're ice and they'll melt when you touch them. We'll just destroy this last guy. And see the ending to gain ground. And then after that, we'll look at all the characters. And you get a super bonus. You have overcome the broken gain ground. I couldn't read it all. A malfunction has been found in the system. The system will temporarily be shut down. Temporarily. Thank you. Crap ass game. That is Gain Ground by Sega for the system, was it 24 hardware? Yeah. I don't think there are very many games made for the system 24 hardware, but this also had a Sega Genesis port, which I haven't played, and I probably wouldn't like it very much either. But yeah, we'll look at all the characters in just a moment after the ending of this. Yeah, the characters just move too slow, they're too tiny, there's too much firepower. Yeah, the earlier characters are just not all that great. And the other characters that you can't play as early on, it would be nice to have their abilities. But that's Gain Ground by Sega in 1988. And now we're going to have us a look at all the characters. And we'll start with Athra, a big guy who has a spear and he can lob his spears high with the second button. They don't have much range at all. But we'll just take a quick look at their abilities and how fast they move. And he's a little faster than you might think. And now we're going to look at Betty. She has an arrow and she has bombs. And there's her bomb. And she fires it straight up no matter which direction you're facing. She can take out some enemies on on some walls. And now we'll look at, oh, this is, God, who is this guy? Sorry, I can't remember. We'll look at them again. It's somebody who has, boomerangs. I can't remember their name right off the top of my head. I think it's, it might be MAM, M-A-M. Well, now we're going to look at, oh, who is this guy? I think this is Ko, maybe. K-O-U. But, yeah, I just wanted to show you their abilities. And then this guy, I can't remember his name. But the characters are, this is Cyber, I think. He has a pistol and a missile. Or no, he has the spread shot. That actually, I think, was Kid. And then this is, what is this guy's name? I think he's Knight. Yeah. He has a magic missile and he has a fireball, I believe. Yep, there it is. And it burns for a little while. And then this is Gascon, I think. And he has a spear and an arcing spear. And he gets, I think, better distance than, what was his name, Athra. And then this guy is called General, and he looks like Bison from Street Fighter, although Street Fighter came out later than this game. And General has a pistol and a flamethrower, too. But yeah, I didn't get to use all these guys early on in the game, or collect them as captives. And then this guy is Knight, I think he's called, and he has a magic missile and orbiting light balls, I believe. Yeah, and they are pretty much worthless. It looks like a shield, but they don't really protect you much. And now we're gonna look at Honey. And she has a pistol and grenades. Yeah. And this is Kid. Yeah, you can see Born to Kill. And he looks, I used a cheat to allow you to select all the guys. And it made the graphics screwed up on a couple of the guys. Yeah, this is Kid. Yeah, he's got a nice spread bazooka type of attack. Causes great damages on boss characters. And then, yeah, screw you. Now we're gonna look at, this is Ko, I think, and he has like a rapid fire machine gun. Yeah, pretty nice. He's got decent distance with it too. And then with the secondary button, I think he just does straight up shots with the rapid fire, yeah. And then this is MAM, M-A-M. The graphics are messed up on her when I select her when I did the cheat. But yeah, she throws boomerangs. Yeah, we saw her earlier. I'm not sure which character is my favorite. I might go with Kid. And then this guy is Mars, and he's got arrows. And look how far they can go. Wow, that's pretty good. And then his secondary button, he fires a straight up arrow no matter what direction he's facing. And now this is Mud Puppy. And let's see what all he has. Ah, he has a nice like bazooka that goes all the way across the screen. That's awesome. But yeah, these great characters, you don't have them early, and there are instances where you could really use them. And this guy is called Professor. And let's see what he does. Ooh, his shots go across pretty far. And the secondary button has him shooting side shots. And now let's look at Robby. It's a robotic type of guy. See what all he can do. Oh, he can shoot powerful shot across the screen it doesn't have to be straight up. It can be left or right or wherever. Ooh, took out two guys, nice. And now this is Valkyrie. She has boomerangs too, I believe, as the secondary weapon. Yep. They have an interesting little flight pattern. And then the next guy is called what is it? Verbal. Verbal. He's a Viking, and I guess he can shoot arrows. And they got decent distance. And then the secondary button, you can lob an arrow in any direction. And now we're going to look at the Water Knight. And they can make little typhoons, and they can freeze an enemy for a short time. Yeah, if it touches them. They'll eventually break out of it if you let them. Not a very useful character, I don't think. And then the last character is Zaemon. Z-A-E-M-O-N. And they fire this little whirlwind that swoops around and can take out enemies. Bounces off one when it hits it. That's kind of cool. But that is Gain Ground by Sega in 1988 for the Sega System 24 hardware. Pretty crappy game. Well, this is Crazy Clown Radius, and thanks for watching Gain Ground by Sega in 1988. I will catch you later with another video. Y'all have a good one, everybody. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.